Gotta put my glasses on. I'm visually impaired from all the studying. So, we're gonna do our best. And I'm working with these for the first time, so we'll see how this goes. All right. Good evening, families, friends, faculty, and anybody here that heard there would be cake afterwards. I'm not sure if there's gonna be cake. Don't quote me on that. But if you came here for cake, you might get some. I don't know. But most importantly, good evening to the University of Texas at Dallas graduating class of 2025. It is such an honor to be standing here today, and I have to tell you that this is truly a surreal and full circle moment. 5 years ago, I dreamed of sitting in your shoes. I was planning out a graduation party, picking out the perfect outfit from Shein clearance with my broke college student budget, and thinking about summer vacation plans. However, I didn't get to walk across the stage because our good friend COVID-19 decided to cancel my graduation. So there was no cap toss, no awkward handshake, no coveted green folder, just me watching a live stream from my couch in pajamas I probably had on for 3 days, maybe with some ketchup stains on it or some flakes from my Dino Nuggies. But today, in the biggest plot twist of them all, I am standing on the very stage I did not get to walk across as your 2025 commencement speaker. Thank you, thank you. But a lot of life happened in those last 5 years, both the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Yet within that valuable time, I learned a very valuable lesson, which is the theme of my message today, that life is messy, but you are equipped. I thought that life after college would be a straight line up, but instead my life looked more like the ceiling of ECS West. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, before you leave, make sure to look up and look at it. I was a tour guide, so that was my favorite thing I got to show people. It's just wires up there. I think from the last time I was here, it's been 5 years, so maybe they've changed it, I don't know. But I realized that I needed health insurance. I needed to learn how to cook without a meal plan, how to pay taxes and bills, and try to figure out how to keep myself alive. But another plot twist after college, adulthood comes with a lot of career pivots, identity shifts, and just pure confusion. I changed career paths 3 times, and even changed my major at UTD 3 times. And each one felt like the right path until I got halfway and realized that I would rather mop the ocean. But there is a hidden curriculum in adulthood, several life skills that they don't put on a syllabus. Time management, for sure, but also grief management. Critical thinking, of course, but also having self-compassion. Group projects, nothing like having to navigate coordinating care for a loved one or even going through your first heartbreak. So what did my life syllabus look like after UTD? By age 24, I had graduated with a master's degree in clinical psychology with a forensic emphasis at Sam Houston State University. By 26, I had earned a master's degree in business administration from Lamar University. I worked as a clinical research coordinator for an international FDA-regulated study at UT Southwestern Medical Center, and then as a program manager for the Dallas Regional Chamber. And somewhere in there in between, I just so happened to win the title of Miss Texas and place first runner-up at Miss America, and earning over $55,000 in scholarships and proudly making history as the first immigrant to ever win the title. So by UTD standards, I'd say I had a decent few gap years, just a casual time. But here were the bloopers, and not the funny kind. In that time, I was also diagnosed with clinical depression. I experienced career confusion and identity shifts, and I lost my mother to Lewy bodies dementia shortly after graduating college and experienced poverty for the first time. And none of the previous accomplishments that I mentioned shielded me from those struggles. Even when you're wearing a crown, life doesn't stop being life. Sometimes it looks like just crying with false lashes and 500 pounds of makeup. They don't tell you that your first job might not fulfill you, or that the life that you had planned at age 21 would completely unravel at age 24. That you will question your value, your voice, your vision. that some mornings getting out of bed will feel like a full-time job in itself. Now, I'm not telling you this to tell you that life is going to suck. What I am going to tell you is that life is going to suck, and you have the tools to get through it. So here's what I've learned. College doesn't just prepare you for a career. It gives you tools for life. Your very expensive education at the University of Texas at Dallas has taught you adaptability, critical thinking, building meaningful friendships, and resourcefulness. It teaches you the harder stuff, like how to try again, how to start over, how to say, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to try anyway. And especially because we did not have a football team, you have had all 4 years to build and invest in these tools and skills. And as you look back on your college experience, think of your experience as a toolbox, and that everything you experienced along the way is a tool. Some of them are shiny and rusty, but some of them are useful. Whether it's that elective or that class that you almost failed, and I'll tell you, as a former pre-med, I did fail quite a few Gen Chem classes. If there are any Gen Chem professors in the room, you don't remember me, you've never seen me before. But it taught me, and it might teach you, how to keep going even when things don't make any sense. When I lost my mom, I did not know how to keep going. When I sat through therapy sessions trying to fight through depression, I didn't feel like Miss Texas. I didn't feel like someone who had it all together. I felt lost, unworthy, exhausted. Not to mention, at one point, I felt like a failure because I didn't pursue the predestined immigrant daughter pathway of becoming a doctor. Yet, I'm still here, standing, speaking, and smiling. And that is the win. Success doesn't always look like a trophy or a title. Sometimes it just looks like getting through the day. Sometimes it looks like reaching out for help. Sometimes it looks like failing big, loud, and gloriously, but still showing up the next morning. The networking skills and mentors I had as an undergraduate success scholar helped me navigate a turbulent job market during a global pandemic. The public speaking skills I gained as a campus tour guide, a peer health educator, and a student success assistant helped me as I pursued and won the coveted title of Miss Texas. The failed effort of graduating UTD with Latin honors, even though I made a 3.9 semesters in a row, don't know how that works, but it taught me the importance of hard work because I would later have a cumulative GPA of a 3.9 from both the master's degrees that I earned. And finally, the friendships I made in college still exist 5 years later. Some as former colleagues, some as bridesmaids or guests in their wedding, and others with the mutual understanding that I'll probably see them once a year, but we will still share TikToks and Instagram Reels with each other on a weekly basis, and maybe schedule time on our calendars for a quarterly group FaceTime update. But now, because this is a commencement speech and not a TED Talk just yet, I should probably provide you all with some advice. So here it goes. First, you don't have to have it all figured out, even if your LinkedIn profile says otherwise. 2, your job title is not your identity, unless it's assistant to the regional manager. If you're an Office fan, you know what I'm talking about. Then wear it proudly. Be that assistant regional manager, okay? 3rd, it's okay to pivot. Careers change, passions resolve, people grow. And if you're waiting for clarity, sometimes it comes after you take the first step and not before. 4th, you're stronger than you think you are, and you've already proven that by sitting here today. You finished college in a world turned completely upside down. And that means that you know how to adapt, survive, create a community, build resilience in real time. And that's not just impressive, that's a superpower. You've been equipped with more than just a degree. You've built stamina, perspective, empathy, the kind of stuff that they don't grade, but life absolutely will. And one day, maybe 5 years from now, you will be in your own full circle moment. You'll look back and realize that all those plot twists, heartbreaks, awkward phases, bad decisions, and even worse haircuts — I did go blonde at one point in undergrad, don't do that — but they were shaping you. So don't panic if you're walking into the unknown. Uncertainty is just another name for possibility. And when life feels hard, and it will, just remember to rewatch The Office for the 1000th time. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Sometimes the best therapy is Is watching Michael Scott declare bankruptcy by yelling it out loud. Sometimes the best reminder that awkward doesn't mean as awful as watching Dwight Schrute be Dwight Schrute. And sometimes the best wisdom is hidden in comedy. Like Andy Bernard once said, I wish there was a way to know that you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Well, this is your way. These are the good old days. Savor them, celebrate them, carry their lessons with every new chapter that you walk into. So to the class of 2025, may you write your own stories, chase your own dreams, and find your own full circle moment. And if all else fails, remember what I tell myself during every major life lesson: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, and now, Annette Adiobo. So congratulations, graduates. Go boldly, go bravely, and be your own assistant regional manager of your own life. I am proud of you. Thank you all for having me, and congratulations.